Hi you all, my name is Mary. This reading is for Gemini. I hope everybody's doing great. Bear with me for just a minute, you all. We're going to pick 9 of these cards, okay? Takes me just a minute. I want that one to fall out. 7. They all act like they're trying to fall out. All right. Let's take one of these. One of these. I want this one. Those has 2 stuck to it. All right. Let's see what we got, you all. 7 of Cups. The Hangman. The Magician. Hold on. Not exactly straight. Sorry. 7 of Swords. The Strength card. 9 of Cups. The Empress. Justice. And 5 of Cups. Are they straight, you all? I think so. I hope so. Healing begins and trust. Give me just a minute, okay? I hope you guys are ready for some options that's coming up, because you're going to be able to pick and choose whichever option you're wanting at this time. Sometimes, you guys, there can be really good options. Well, most of the time there's some good options. Sometimes there's some that you just need to throw away and not even worry yourself about, because you'll get bogged down, you'll get discouraged, you'll get aggravated if you try to think of some of these that may just be illusions, or they're too good to be true, or they're not right for you at this time. They may have been good for you in the past, they may be good for you in the future, but they're not good for you right at this time. But I do believe that you are going to be able to pick and choose a couple of these options and actually weigh out the pros, weigh out the cons, and be able to pick the one that's the right one for you. Sometimes you may need a minute or 2 or a few days or a week in order to make up your mind. But I think you guys probably will do it pretty quickly. For some reason, I'm feeling like that you're not going to get bogged down, you're not going to get aggravated, and you're not going to get, you're not going to let this situation get too out of control, if that makes any sense. Because sometimes when you sit around and you think about it too much and you keep going back and forth, you kind of get bogged down on it. So please don't do that, okay? Because I feel like whatever you go with, your first thought, your first instinct, your first I'm going to do this situation is probably the one that you need to go with. With this Nine of Cups up here, this is all about your happiness, you guys. And a lot of times this is about how you are feeling about yourself and your situation and the way that things are working out for you. So I want you guys to realize that things are going to work out for you guys. Whenever I get this healing begins over here, it kind of makes me feel like some of you all may have been going through the ringer a little bit. You know how when sometimes things go smooth as can be and other times they just don't, and sometimes you need to go through this healing process so you guys can move forward into a new situation. And that may be where this change is coming in as well. I think that with this Justice, this Magician, and possibly this Five of Cups, that there's something coming in here that's going to make you all feel a lot more balanced and feel like you're more in control over something in your life than maybe you were last week or last month or last year. So I feel like too, with this Magician right beside it, you guys are creating something that's important to you, and you're going with it, and you're either building it or making it happen or pushing yourself towards it. So all of this together is going to give you more strength, more abilities, feeling more powerful and more knowledgeable than maybe you have in a while. And I also feel like with this Trust card over here, this is about trusting in yourself, believing in yourself, having faith, saying prayers, meditation, and things like that, and believing in the way that things are working out for you is going to be the best for you in your situation. Give me just a minute. Let me look at these for a second. Sometimes we get obstacles, we get challenges, we get things that get thrown at us that we're not necessarily asking for or looking for at the time. And it feels like we're getting bogged down. But I want you to know something. You're actually becoming stronger when these things happen. You know how a child obviously doesn't know as much as an adult, right? And the older you get, the more knowledgeable and more experience that you've gone through or that you go through, and you're getting wiser, older and wiser. I'm feeling like with this Seven of Swords, that's a little bit how sometimes you guys may get a little bit frustrated with some things that get thrown at you. But I feel like it's actually in your best interest, and I know that's kind of silly to say, but it just makes you stronger and more knowledgeable about certain things and what to do and what not to do in the future. So I want you guys to know that it's part of life experience. So don't get bogged down with something silly or something that you just feel like you've got to continue to defend yourself or defend your job or your family, or jump through obstacles and hoops for some unknown reason. There are reasons for this, and I know it doesn't help to say that, but maybe when you do go through them, you'll be like, you know what? I'm not going to do that again. I'm not going to deal with that nonsense again. I'm not going to, whatever it is. Maybe it's a battery that won't start. You need a new battery. Maybe you have a flat tire. Maybe you need new tires. Maybe there's something that happens when it's nice weather outside versus when it's bad weather outside. So you've got to look at it like maybe these things come into you at certain times in order for you guys to be able to fix it so you don't have to deal with it in bad weather or bad times. I just wanted to say that, and I'm not sure exactly if you guys needed to hear that, but sometimes we don't realize it, but later on it's like, man, I'm glad I fixed that, because if not, I wouldn't have a heater this winter, or, whatever, my fireplace wouldn't work, or whatever it is. So I just want you guys to be aware of that. I'm going to take a card real quick for this Seven of Cups, smack dab in the middle. I think I want this one. Two of Swords. Well, that kind of makes me feel like, some people say this is a crossroads, You know, you're kind of torn. You don't know exactly which way to go. You're a little bit confused. You're maybe a little stressed out. You're in between decisions. But I feel like you all, here's another way to look at it. These are two really good options for you guys. That's the reason why you're torn, right? So I want you guys to know, whenever I get the Seven of Cups and then the Two of Swords, I really feel like that you guys are going to have at least two really good options that you guys are going to be able to pick and choose from. And I understand that, you know, when you have to make a decision, maybe this is two different jobs, for instance, and you guys have to pick which one you want. Maybe this is two different apartments or two different condos or two different homes that you guys are considering buying. Maybe it's two different other situations. I mean, two different schools or two different colleges or, you know, two different careers or whatever it is. But the good news is, I almost believe that you guys probably already know which way you're wanting to go and what you're wanting to do, but for some reason you stop and you start weighing out options and, well, what if I'm making a mistake, and what if I should go the other way? And so in my mind, you already have your mind made up, okay? And honestly, it's probably going to be the one that you're going to go with. So don't frustrate yourself. Don't bum yourself out, for heaven's sakes. Just go with the one that you feel is right. And I think you're going to do the right thing by doing that. I'm going to take one more. I don't know if it's just because that was the bottom card. King of Cups. Are you guys dealing with a water sign? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces? Hold on. This could be an important person in your life at this time. On one hand, it could be a person that you guys may be dealing with. They may be helping you. They may be an important person in your life, a mother, father figure, a partner of some sort, romantic or business, or maybe it's even a brother or sister or someone in your family, best friend possibly. I feel like they're stepping up for you guys at this time in one way or another. And they're going to help you regain your momentum, regain your self-confidence, and regain your security, I want to say. So I feel like this is a person that's coming in that's going to be very important to you at this time. If you guys don't know of any water signs, you may be surprised here soon who may step up that actually helps you more than you can ever imagine. Possibly, like I said, someone you know, possibly someone that you're about to meet, or someone that has your back no matter what. I'm feeling kind of torn on that. I think I want to stop with him though. I'm going to take one for the Seven of Swords. There's two. I'm going to let them both come out. Let's see what we got. Justice. Justice, you all. And the Wheel of the Year. Are you guys feeling like there's something that's, hold on. Something, it's almost like you may need closure. Give me a minute. Let me put it like this for a second so we can see both of them. Okay, I've got several different things going on in my head, so bear with me, okay? The first one is, there's something that's happened in the past that you guys have not gotten any answers about. You haven't had any closure, and you're not happy about something that you never found out the right information about. Now, that's one. That's how I feel about it. If that's the case, I feel like you're about to hear something or about to have some sort of closure. The second way I see this justice, these two justice cards, is court cases, judges, attorneys, lawsuits, inheritance, something that has to do with the court system. If you have anything to do with the court system, I feel like you're going to be pleasantly surprised on how this works out in your favor. The third thing is this could be about balance. It could be about laws, rules, regulations, things that you guys haven't felt very comfortable with or secure about may be changing at this time, and it may put you guys on a totally different track or on a totally different mental space. It's almost like a blessing is coming in for you all, and you guys are going to feel relieved once again. Maybe that's where this Nine of Cups comes in. Something about this Nine of Cups is definitely telling me that you guys are going to be tickled with the way something works out or the way you handle certain situations, and it's going to be in your favor. Excuse me. This is also a wish coming true, you all. So remember that, okay? Now the other card that we got, and I'm not sure which one to put on top, but we'll go ahead and put this one since we have a justice here, is the Wheel of the Year. And this is the Wheel of Fortune. Your fortune is changing. Your cycles are changing. Something new is coming in for you guys. Just like I said with this Seven of Cups, right? More options, different opportunities, things that are in your favor, basically. So here comes a new cycle for you all. Whatever this healing begins means, maybe, like I was saying earlier, there's something that hasn't been, you've never had closure on something, or you've never been able to pinpoint something, but now if something does come out, some kind of news, some kind of information, some kind of a phone call, for instance, and it makes you feel like, okay, now I can move forward from this situation. Maybe this is a court case that you've been going through for quite some time, and now the healing begins, right? It can go in different directions for different people, but overall in general, this is going to be a great thing for you guys. Whether it's laws, rules, regulations, court systems, feeling justified, whatever it is, it's all going to balance out, and you're going to feel ecstatic, really. I mean, I'm feeling giddy almost. So I'm tickled to say that, because if you guys are going through that, you're going to have some sort of information very soon. So I'm happy to say that for you. I'm going to stop there, you all. We're going to take one for this Five of Cups right here, because I'm wondering where this comes in. Is it all about just being discouraged? Is it about a relationship possibly of just, or is it just about, you know, some things, the way things are going nowadays is just so sad. Look at that one. The World. The World card, you all. If you guys are feeling frustrated, aggravated, a little bit sad, a little discouraged, you ain't going to feel that way much longer. Things are moving along in your favor, you all. This cycle, this new cycle, and this new cycle, this is all about change, and you guys have completed something so you can move forward and go into a different stepping stone, a different life experience, something new for you all. And that gets me excited, because sometimes when we sit and stagnate, it's not good for us, and it gets us a little bit discouraged, to say the least. Now maybe with all of this information, like I was saying earlier with the Justice cards, that's going to be able to put a button on something, and you're going to be able to say, okay, now I can put a close to that and move forward. Look at it this way. You've got this Empress, which is all about, could be motherly, could be nurturing, could be just feeling beautiful and feeling alive and love and things like that. It can also stand for pregnancies, a birth of a new baby, things like that as well. But she can also stand for a birth of a new situation coming in for you all. Here comes a new opportunities here. Here's the World in this new cycle as well. Here's the Magician. You guys are creating something that's important to you, and you're going to feel so much better by the time this is all said and done. A wish comes true, for heaven's sakes. So I just think that if you guys are if you guys have been going through something that is just a little discouraging, aggravating, suffocating, just things that are basically day-to-day life experiences, but sometimes it really gets under your skin more than other times, I feel like things are going to work out in your favor. And it's time, you guys, if you guys have been going through a little bit of sadness or aggravation, it's time to let the healing begin, because here comes new things, new creations coming into your life, new possibilities, new ways of thinking, new ways of living, new ways of life in general, and a new life experience. And along with that, you guys probably have heard me say this, is there's a blessing. The universe blesses you and hands you something and says, congratulations, you made it through this huge life experience. I know there was obstacles, you did a great job. Here, I want to give you something, and you get a blessing along with everything else. So there are things here that makes me feel like you guys may have been struggling in the past, or feeling a little agitated, or just feeling like, when is it going to be my turn? I think the time has come, you all, and I believe you guys are going through this healing process, but you're also going through this happy process, and things are just going to feel a lot better about the way your life is going, and the way that this new life experience is going to be coming in, saying that you can finally finish something that was happening in your life, put it behind you, and start brand new and start from scratch. Maybe not start from scratch, but you know what I'm saying. It's a new situation for you all. And I think that you guys are going to be pleasantly surprised. You're going to have more strength, more knowledge, and you're going to be able to create whatever it is that is important for you guys. A wish comes true, you all. And I'm a firm believer of prayer, meditation, trusting, believing, having faith. And I think that you guys should trust in yourself, trust in your prayers, have faith that things will work out for you, because I really do believe they're working out in your favor. And I think you're going to be tickled with the way this works out for you, especially 2 Justice cards, new cycles, ending of a cycle and a beginning of a brand new stepping stone in your life. Beautiful, beautiful reading. Things are working out in your favor, you guys, and I think you're going to be tickled with the way, with what you're going to have very, very soon. That's going to be popping up that you guys are going to be able to grab a hold of and run with. I think you're going to be tickled with it. I really do. Beautiful reading, Gemini. I hope you guys have enjoyed it today. Please keep in mind, if this does not resonate right at this moment, it may in the very near future. Sometimes it's right around the corner, and sometimes it's a little later on. Take care, you all. I'll see you soon.